Alright, YouTube, so I was moving this wood chips from a bucket because I need to use the bucket for a video I'm doing today. So I can see here with these wood chips, there's a little bit of fungal hyphae, I believe it is. That's what I believe is the white strands are. At the end of the day, I don't know what it is, without a microscope at least, but it is some type of fungi. So I'm really excited on this. It's telling me it's inoculated with something that I didn't even put in, so that's pretty awesome. And I can't wait to add this to my trash can composting bin. All right, I'm gonna do the rest of the video I was posting today. All right, YouTube. So we're over here in my compost uh, bin area. Basically, if you saw my video where I harvested this compost, you know it's not. I'm not too happy about it, but at the same time, I'm not too upset with it. Um, I'm gonna be making. I'm gonna be making a compost tea today. So this is gonna be for compost tea. I'm gonna use this to make compost extract because I have some things I'm planning to plant today. But yeah, let me just put 5 cups into here. As you can see, I'm putting heaps of compost in just because that's what I like to do. You don't have to do it that way, but I'm just gonna do that because like I said earlier, if it's not too great, um, if it was worth saving, I'll probably uh put a normal amount, like about that much. But it's not that great. I'm gonna add a little bit more than I probably would. All right, YouTube. So I showed you guys this before, but this is the Dr. Earth fertilizer that I like to use is the all-purpose fertilizer. So it's a 222. I'm gonna use 1 tablespoon. Well, I'm gonna scoop in 5 tablespoons in here for both of them, just because I do like it that much. And this has extra microbes, some other stuff I don't have, like alfalfa, fish bone meal, and stuff like that. And just because I have it, I'm gonna use insect fast. If you don't have it, then you don't have to worry about it. And you use whatever mycorrhizal inoculant that you like. Alright, YouTube, so basically that's all the dry stuff that I like to use in my compost tea. And right now I'm going to show you all the wet ingredients. Alright guys, so for the liquid kelp, liquid kelp, I'm just going to use 1 teaspoon because I don't think I need too much. Also, I think I need to buy more because I'm running really low. Uh, Fish emulsion. This is really good food for your mycorrhizal inoculant, whatever you decide to use. I recommend getting fish emulsion, or if you don't like fish emulsion, you can use fish hydrolysate if you have that instead. Obviously, I don't. I'm gonna use 2 tablespoons or 2 teaspoons, just because I still have a lot of fish emulsion than I really need. And I probably won't use it for anything else except for my compost tea. Now, this last thing I have is new to me. It's basically 5% liquid calcium. So it says to use 1 tablespoon per gallon of water. Um, I have 4 gallons of water in here, but instead of the 1 tablespoon, I'm gonna use the teaspoon just to be on the safe side. If you want to use the full tablespoon, be my guest. But again, this is new to me, so I just want to use less. I'm making this compost tea for my trees mostly, especially the apple tree that's fruiting right now. If I can open this, there we go. So I'll put 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, these are teaspoons instead of tablespoons, so that is less than recommended. But like I said earlier, it's new to me, so I'm just gonna use a little bit less. All right, let me just turn this on and you can see how it looks. All right, guys, so you can see there's no bubbles right now, or like the foam like you saw in the previous video, basically last week's video. Um, Either out change during the throughout the 24 hours, or that could be from the saponins from the aloe vera that I did the the same night, but not the same time I added everything else. So I am going to cut an aloe leaf and add it into the filter bag because again I just cut a whole aloe leaf, blended it, and put it inside the bag. So I'm gonna do that again today. I just haven't done it yet, but I will do that before I resume tomorrow. All right, YouTube. So I dug this mini hole for this strawberry. You can see this container is breaking this on itself, so I think it's time to replant it. This strawberry looked worse before. Luckily for me, it is growing new leaves, so it's a good sign. Excuse me. Hopefully, with putting the strawberry in here, it'll be doing a lot better, especially since it's not going to be in the sun for a while. So hopefully, it'll root in pretty quickly. I'm just gonna add a little bit more soil just so it is a little bit above, because I don't want it too deep, especially since uh, it's I don't know if I overwatered it by accident or if it's not getting enough water. What I do know is that when I was when I would forget to water, it would get dry really quickly. But I don't know if you can tell from my phone that the soil is wet, and I didn't water over here like at all. So I'm pretty sure it doesn't need water, and I probably won't water it for a, at least a week or two. I don't know if you can see that, but these are some nice roots. And I had this strawberry in this container for about a month or so. I don't remember when I planted it in here, but yeah. Hopefully, the compost extract I put in here will help it uh, go into the soil. If you've seen earlier in the video how I made my compost tea, essentially what I use to make the compost tea is how I make my compost extract, just a little bit different. Um, the compost extract is it's just that an extract is not bubbled or anything like that. Essentially, you could do that, and I only use Dr. Earth fertilizer to help it with some extra nutrients and some bacteria, some fungi. I also put in some mycorrhizal inoculant to help it even further with the inoculation at least. And then after that, I just let it steep for about 10, 15, 20 minutes, and then I just kept dunking the bag in and out of the water. And yeah, so today is day 1 of this strawberry being here. Hopefully, it'll grow really well, and it'll be considered as my ground cover for this area. And yeah, now I guess it's time to plant some other things I got going on. So I'll show you that right now. All right, YouTube, so it's been 24 hours since I made the compost tea, and now it's ready to use. And if you remember all the stuff I used for the compost tea, you know, it's gonna be going all to the leaves and hopefully to the fruits. especially the calcium, because I heard that when trees are fruiting, they need a lot of calcium. I don't know if that's true or not, but either way, I do know trees in general, or all plants in general, need calcium. So hopefully, after some compost tea with some calcium, they'll be doing a lot better. I can see little tiny fruits right now, so that's promising. And I do know this tree needs a lot of water every day because it's kind of root bound. This tree has grown its pot a lot faster than the other trees. I don't know if it's because it's taller or not. Either way, it has a lot of roots, so it's probably taking up a lot more water than the other trees. So I'll make sure to water this after I'm done using the compost tea on it, or using the compost tea on everything I plan to give compost tea to. All right, guys. So I don't want to keep you guys for too long, so I'll be right back. All right, guys. So the tree I'm looking forward to the most on the fruit side, at least, is this pink lady apple tree, and I'm gonna give this some compost tea, obviously, and hopefully, like I said earlier, with the calcium will help it even more. I can see there's tiny fruits on it already, so that's extremely exciting to me. So yeah, I think it needs a real good feeding. So let me just pump this, and then we'll get started. And then I guess I'll end this first part of the video on me giving this apple tree some compost tea, and then I guess I'll be right back in a later day in the week on what I'm doing next. Because I pretty much could be doing this for the rest of the trees, even the ones that don't have fruit on them. Just because I have the compost tea, why not help all the trees out, right? So yeah, guys. Uh, it takes 24 hours to make compost tea, but I think it's really worth it if you want to do it. Hopefully, I'll be seeing fruit this year. If I do, then obviously I'm gonna think it's extremely worth it. Um, just because I planted these trees, what was it, 2 years ago? 2 years ago now, maybe. No, I didn't plant it last year. It was like 2 years ago at this point. So yeah, last year we didn't get any fruit, and I didn't give them nearly enough compost tea. Probably none, if I remember correctly. And then this year we're getting them compost tea every week since April started. I think that's when I started doing it. So yeah, hopefully we'll get fruit this year. Hopefully we'll see huge changes on the trees. And yeah, I'll be right back in the next clip, guys. All right, YouTube. So today is April 22nd of recording this video, or this part of this weekly update video. Today I literally planted some more tomatoes, just this front row only, and then the rest of it is more bell peppers. So yeah, that's something else I did this week, and yeah. All right, guys. So as I've recorded this part of the clip of this video, it's April 24th. So 2 days after I recorded the last clip, where I planted mostly bell peppers and tomatoes on the bottom half. You can see right now I'm planting cucumbers on the top, and after that I'm planting some more peppers. So jalapeno peppers and lemon habaneros, and the rest could be uh, lettuce. Other than that, I didn't do too much today. Just that, and uh, I use compost extract to bottom water, and then I use some regular filtered water to water the top. But other than that, uh, it was just really simple today. Not too. I didn't do too much today, and yeah, like I said, I didn't do too much. Oh yeah, wanted to mention that uh, do. I didn't record it with my mic regularly because my sister was outside with me, and I didn't want her to be part of my video just because I just want to keep my family separated from my videos. But other than that, yeah, that was just basically it. All I did today. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully, I see you in the next video. Peace.